Subscribe to our YouTube channel and press the bell icon to get the latest updates.
I'm with Dr. Kafil Khan, who was finally released after spending 7 months in jail for an anti-CAA NRC speech that he gave in December last year. Welcome to the print, Dr. Khan.
Thank you, print.
We'll be talking about your case, we'll be talking about your speech, we'll be talking about the Allahabad High Court judgment that helped with the release as well. But I would like to rewind a bit and talk about your first brush with the UP government, which was back in 2017. आपको काफी अलग नैरेटिव था, आपको हीरो बुला रहे थे लोग, आपके एफर्ट्स को अप्रिशिएट कर रहे थे, आपके रिसर्च के बारे में बात कर रहे थे. ऐसा क्या हुआ 2017 से लेके अब तक आपको लगता है कि आपकी जिंदगी की कायापलट हो गई? Everything changed. What do you think actually happened?
BRD auction tragedy happened on 10th of August 2017, and because of the sudden shortage of liquid oxygen supply in a pediatric ward, which killed 70 innocent children in a span of 54 hours. And it was all because of non-payment of 68 lakh rupees to the supplier. And supplier was saying, and he put an affidavit in the Allahabad High Court, that because the people sitting in Lucknow, they were asking for 10% commission, they didn't pay their dues, and he stopped the oxygen. Anyway, so as a doctor, as a father, and as a common person, nobody can, see people, children dying in front of you. So whatever effort I did on 10th, 11th night, it was just a common effort. I'm not a hero, and I'll tell you that it was not the single man effort. There were 16 more doctors. There were nurses. There were ward boys. There were super. They all worked very hard to save every life. There were 400 children, और 400 में से 70 बच्चों को हम बचा नहीं पाए. इसका भी अफसोस है, पर एक भी जिंदगी बहुत वो कीमती होती है. So it is just कि मुझे जो मीडिया ने 2 दिन हीरो बना दिया. अच्छा, उसी दिन 12 तारीख को, 12 अगस्त को हेल्थ मिनिस्टर आए, सिद्धार्थ नाथ सिंह और आशुतोष टंडन सर, और उन्होंने एक बयान दे दिया कि अगस्त में तो बच्चे मरते ही रहते हैं. अब क्या हुआ कि मीडिया ने उसको भी बहुत चलाया, और जो एक लोग क्वेश्चन पूछने लगे. एक तो ये नैरेटिव चल रहा था कि डॉक्टर कपिल हीरो हैं, एक ये भी नैरेटिव चल रहा था कि ऑक्सीजन कमी क्यों हुई है, एक ये भी नैरेटिव चल रहा था कि 70 बच्चे मरे हैं, एक ये भी नैरेटिव चल रहा था कि वो कमीशन का करप्शन वहां खेल हो रहा था और पेमेंट की वजह से बच्चों की मौत हुई है. पर जब 13 अगस्त को मुख्यमंत्री ने मुझसे मुलाकात की और जब बोले कि ऐसे ही कि तू सिलेंडर अरेंज किया था, तू समझता है तू हीरो है, तू सिलेंडर अरेंज करके देखता हूँ तुझे, और सारा नैरेटिव चेंज हो गया.
ओके, और नैरेटिव चेंज हो गया.
यस, उसके बाद जो है मीडिया ने भी अपना नैरेटिव चेंज कर दिया. अपूर्वा, एक बात बताऊं, और इस प्रिंट के माध्यम से आपको मैं कहूंगा कि आप इस बात को लिखना भी, कि एक माहौल पिछले 6-7 सालों से देश में इस तरह से हो गया है कि लोग रिलीजन, कास्ट और सोशो इकोनॉमिक स्टेटस पे इतना डिवाइड हो चुके हैं कि स्पेशली यूथ, कि उन्होंने सोचना बंद कर दिया है. अब उस वक्त ये भी हो गया था कि लोगों ने मुझे जो है एक हीरो बनाना स्टार्ट किया, और डॉक्टर कफील हीरो है, तो उसमें भी लोग डिवाइड हो गए. मुस्लिम मुझे हीरो कहने लगे, और कुछ लोग जो है योगी जी को हीरो मतलब सही कहने लगे, और एक तरह से डिवाइड कर दिया. और ये नहीं सोचा कि एक तो डॉक्टर है, डॉक्टर कफील खान की यहाँ डॉक्टर कपिल मिश्रा होता या डॉक्टर कपिल कुमार होता, तब भी वो वही करता. कोई बच्चे को मरने नहीं देता, कोई हीरो काम नहीं किया था. हाँ, सिलेंडर लाने का काम मेरा नहीं था, मेरा काम तो बच्चों को ट्रीटमेंट करना था. लेकिन कोई भी होता तो वो मरते हुए नहीं देखता, तो वो भी वही करता जो मैंने किया था.
आजकल जब हम CAA NRC की बात करते हैं, प्रोटेस्ट की बात करते हैं, तो हम देखते हैं जब मुस्लिम कम्युनिटी के राइट्स के बारे में बात आती है तो लोग कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन लेके, झंडे लेके निकलते हैं. पर एक क्वेश्चन हमेशा पूछा जाता है कि do the Muslims in India actually have to wear their patriotism on their sleeve? Do they have to prove it again and again? ऐसा आपको लगता है कि हो रहा है इस टाइम पे?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't think so. They have to prove.
Okay.
Because nationalism is something which comes when you are born, you know, just like religion. जब मैं इंडिया में पैदा हुआ हूँ तो अपने हिंदुस्तान से ही प्यार करूंगा, एक अगर सच्चा हिंदुस्तानी हूँ तो उसको प्रूव आप कैसे भी कर नहीं सकते हो। जैसे आपको अपने रिलीजन से प्यार होता है वैसे ही आपको अपनी भारतीयता से, अपने सिटीजनशिप से प्यार होता है। आई डोंट थिंक सो। सी व्हेन यू वर्क, जैसे मैंने डेढ़ सालों में बीआरडी के बाद जब बाहर आया तो मैंने 103 कैंप किए और 50,000 बच्चों को देखा मैंने, दवाएं फ्री बांटी और हर फ्लड अफेक्टेड एरियाज में या क्लेमाइटी में गया और लोगों की मदद से ही, और मुझे सारे रिलीजन की तरफ से मदद मिल रही थी, लोग दवा फ्री दे रहे थे और मैं उनको बच्चों में बांट रहा था। तो उन 50,000 बच्चों में मैंने कभी नहीं देखा कि ये हिंदू का बच्चा है, कि मुस्लिम का बच्चा है, गरीब का बच्चा है, कि अमीर का बच्चा है, मैं सबको देख रहा था। तो मुझे प्रूव नहीं करना था किसी को कि मैं इंडियन हूँ इसलिए मैं देखना हूँ, क्योंकि मैं जानता हूँ कि मेरा भारत है और मैंने ये बात स्पीच में भी कही है कि ये मेरा भारत है, इसमें किसी का अधिकार नहीं है।
तो की भी बात करें हम तो इलाहाबाद हाईकोर्ट ने तो अब बोल दिया है कि स्पीच नेशनल इंटीग्रेशन की बात कर रही थी, वायलेंस के एक्चुअली खिलाफ थी, कोर्ट ने ये भी बोला है। क्या बात
नहीं, ये स्पीच नहीं थी, स्पीच की वजह से मुझे गिरफ्तार नहीं किया गया था। देयर आर 3 रीजन। तो इसके 3 रीजन थे। फर्स्ट रीजन इज दैट कि जब से मैं बीआरडी ऑक्सीजन ट्रेजेडी के बाहर आया हूँ, जेल से बाहर, आपको याद होगा 9 अक्यूज थे, 9 लोग जेल गए थे, 9 डॉक्टर जेल गए थे। उसमें से सिर्फ मैं ही हूँ एक ऐसा डॉक्टर जो बोलता हूँ कि उस 70 बच्चों को किसने मारा है, तुम मुझे बताओ। अगर मैं ये हर जगह जाता हूँ, चाहे एंटी, आप ये भी जो स्पीच थी अलीगढ़ की स्पीच भी, और चाहे एंटी सीए स्पीच भी रहती है, उसमें मैं एक क्वेश्चन ये जरूर डाल देता हूँ कि अगर इलाहाबाद हाईकोर्ट कहता है डॉक्टर कफील इज नॉट अ मर्डरर, और आपकी इंटरनल इंक्वायरी कहती है कि ये डॉक्टर कफील इज नॉट अ मर्डरर, देन हु इज द रियल कल्प्रिट हु किल्ड दोस 70 इनोसेंट किड? तो उनको कब न्याय मिलेगा 70 बच्चों को? तो ये क्वेश्चन मैं बार बार पूछता हूँ। ये सरकार को बुरा लगता है। दूसरा, सरकार को ये बुरा लगता है कि जब मैंने ये मेडिकल स्कैम करने स्टार्ट किए तो आई रियलाइज्ड कि बीआरडी ऑक्सीजन ट्रेजेडी वाज जस्ट अ ब्रूटल फेस ऑफ आवर ब्रोकन हेल्थ सिस्टम। जिस साल बीआरडी में 70 बच्चे मरे थे, इंडिया में 8,20,000 बच्चे मरे थे, यानी हर घंटे पे 100 बच्चों की मौत हो ही रही थी। 2018 में WHO ने जो डेटा दिया है हमें, उसमें 8,80,000 बच्चे मर गए इंडिया में एक साल में, यानी कि हर सेकंड में 3 बच्चों की मौत हो रही है। तो आप बताइए कि मतलब, तो बीआरडी तो एक छोटी सी चीज है, पूरी इंडिया के हेल्थ सिस्टम को मैं एक्सपोज करने लगा, लोग, मुझे लगता है सरकार को लगने लगा। तीसरी पॉइंट जो थी कि जब मुझे बीआरडी ऑक्सीजन ट्रेजेडी में क्लीन चिट मिल गई, आपको याद होगा सितंबर अक्टूबर में 2019 में जो इंटरनल इंक्वायरी में, तो उसके बाद 3 अक्टूबर को गवर्नमेंट ने, उत्तर प्रदेश गवर्नमेंट ने एक नई इंक्वायरी स्टार्ट कर दी। उन्होंने कहा कि नहीं हमने क्लीन चिट नहीं दी है, हम री इंक्वायरी करेंगे। तो वो इंक्वायरी की रिपोर्ट भी वो इंक्वायरी भी पूरी हो गई 23 जनवरी 2020 को। ठीक है, और उसमें भी मुझे लगभग क्लीन चिट मिल गई, जिसमें डॉक्टरों ने कह दिया कि जो है ये बहराइच के डिस्ट्रिक्ट हॉस्पिटल में कोई इन्होंने मतलब बदतमीजी नहीं की थी, आईसीयू में नहीं घुसे थे। तो अब मुझे लगता है कि देखो, यही वजह थी कि 23 जनवरी के बाद मुझे 29 जनवरी को गिरफ्तार किया गया। एंड द थर्ड वाज दैट माय सेकंड इंक्वायरी वाज आल्सो फिनिश्ड ऑन 23rd of January 2020. So and after that 23rd of January I started asking government to reinstate me because I got a clean chit. So government has no other reason to deny now my reinstatement. So they find another reason. They went back, rewind the play, and got one.
So Dr. Khan, what happened after you were arrested? How were you treated in custody? If you could tell us a little bit about that.
It was horrible. It was horrible. It was a physical torture. Okay. Not only mental harassment, it was physical torture also. STF took me custody on 29th of January, and they put me behind the bar only on first. So it was 72 hours, actually 31st night, late night. So it was 72 hours I was with them, and they were beating me like anything. They were beating. Okay. That's why when I came out of jail, I thanked to them also that they didn't kill me in a fake encounter like Vikas Dubey, because from Mumbai to Mathura, that transit remand, during transit remand. So इतना मारा मुझे कि आप यकीन नहीं करोगे कि made me naked, made me lie down, and they used to use a baton and stick and and they made my ass red. That I couldn't sit for so many days, and they didn't provide us even a single bit of biscuit also in 72 hours. No water, no food for 72 hours, no sleep. When I used to, like, I was feel drowsy, they used to go. One officer used to go, and the other officer used to come, and they put water. What you see in the movie, like, you know, and they used to ask me weird question. A few question I could still remember that you went to abroad to destabilize the government. I said, where I could go to abroad? My passport is still with the in the judicial custody because the BRD case is still going on in the lower
Yeah,
court.
yeah.
And one person, how one person can destabilize the government? They said that you have invented. We came to know that you have invented some powder which can kill millions of people, millions of Indians. I said, I am a pediatrician, I am a doctor. I don't have any lab to invent a powder. If you're talking about coronavirus, then you go and ask China. So this type of stupid questions and the physical torture and initial days in the jail also, they kept me in a small cell.
Okay.
And I still remember until my family moved to the court and my brother came to meet me. For 5 days, they gave me 2 chapati only,
Okay.
and my abdomen was cramping, and I was crying, and I was screaming like a mental patient in a small cell alone. I was screaming, I was crying. I was feel like I can eat anything, and I was chewing my clothes, what I was wearing to satisfy myself. And when I came out, if you see that video when I was trying to talk to media, when you can see, you can feel my family was pulling me into the car so that I should not speak to the media. So they were very scared. They were very apprehensive. That
So when did Priyanka Gandhi get in touch with you? Like,
yeah,
was it with your
that
family
I'm
or
coming.
just friendship? Okay.
I'm coming to that. So they were so apprehensive that time, and there was a lot of police force was there. So and the same moment, no, that Priyanka Gandhi ji called to my wife and to my brother that maybe to congratulate because they have done the campaign also for my release. Maybe to congratulate, but my family shared their anguish. This is
Okay.
happening, and a lot of police force is there, and people are like maybe they will kill my husband in encounter or something like that. My wife said something. So Priyanka ma'am said, okay, just 20 minutes is the Rajasthan border, that is Bharatpur. You reach there, I will arrange something, and there is
Okay.
the government in Rajasthan, and you will be safe. So because it's just a 20-minute journey, and everybody was scared and apprehensive, so we came here, and the same night she arranged everything for in Jaipur. So we continue from Bharatpur to Jaipur, and by 5 o'clock in the morning we reached Jaipur, and
Okay. Okay. Okay.
here they arranged a hotel and everything. So,
Okay.
so, it's not that I have joined Congress, and it's
Mm-hmm.
not. I think Priyanka ma'am also, whatever she has helped me
Mm-hmm.
and my family as a common person, or a political person helping someone. It's not any political motive in that. You know,
Okay.
if you ask me, that is that way that Akhilesh Yadav sir has also helped my family, and Communist Party has helped me a lot. Bamsev, that one Sangathan of Dalit Sangathan has helped me a lot. Chandrasekhar and even the NCP of Sharad Pawar that helped my family. Tejasvi Yadav has helped. So many other political parties have helped me. So it's not about joining the any political party.
Because you're so politically active and vocal about these things, if we talk about UP politics, what do you think of Akhilesh Yadav and Mayawati? Just your opinion on them.
I have not met Mayawati ji till now.
Mm-hmm.
So I won't comment on that. But I have met Akhilesh sir.
Okay.
with the Health for All campaign.
Mm-hmm.
And he promised me that if my next government comes in 2022, he will implement those points I have suggested, that GDP should be this percent, 3% of GDP should be spent on health, and how to improve the health system. So he said that we will do that. So
Oh.
only one meeting in it. So he's a nice person, educated person,
Mhm.
and I think better than anyone, I think, in UP.
Okay. And if we talk about CA NRC, just one last question on it. On CA NRC, some बहुत political parties को मैंने खुल के recently इस पे बात करते हुए नहीं देखा openly. Starting में कुछ इधर उधर किसी ने कुछ बोला होगा, but they haven't been very open about, expressing their opinion on it. What do you have to say about that?
See, the person who started it, he himself is not speaking.
Okay.
The person, see, when if you ask me, I am not opposed to CA, because my
CA
home
NRC, that's why I've been saying it together.
because my home minister said to me, to general public, that it's about giving the nationality. It's not about taking nationality. So
Mhm.
even though it's what biased about religion and about the countries, why you didn't take some Tamilian from Sri Lanka? Why you didn't take some Buddhist from Tibet? Why you didn't take Bhutanese? So you can ask so many questions, but still, if you are asking, you are going to give nationalities, okay. But when you say that, even in Lok Sabha, when you say that, listen, that there is a chronology. After CA and PR will come and NRC will come, then you have to speak. And now, because the whole India is itself is struggling with a massive, I would call it a disaster in so many fronts. First is the coronavirus is not the only thing. Till now, 70,000 people have died because of corona, but 28,000 people are dying every day because of non-corona disease.
Okay.
Can you imagine? 28,000 people are dying every day in India because of non-COVID disease. So many migrants died because of the lockdown. So many, China has intruded in our country. Uh, Pakistan border, there every day one soldier is dying. Unemployment has gone to some 45, 50 years back. Our GDP and economy is in broken. Everybody is in distress. रोटी कपड़ा मकान हेल्थ एम्प्लॉयमेंट एजुकेशन, यही 6 डिमांड है पिछले 75 सालों से, सिंस इंडिपेंडेंस, यही डिमांड है. पर हम उसकी बात नहीं करते हैं. हम बात करते हैं शमशान कब्रिस्तान की, हम बात करते हैं अली बजरंग बली की, हम बात करते हैं CA NRC की, हम बात करते हैं पाकिस्तान की, हम बात करते हैं राम मंदिर की, हम बात करते हैं 3 तलाक की, हम बात करते हैं हलाला की, हम बात करते हैं. तो जो बेसिक इश्यू है उसकी तो बात ही नहीं हो रही है. और अभी अगर आप कहोगे CA NRC का जो सारा प्रोटेस्ट खत्म हो गया है, धुआं हो गया है, ऐसा जादू क्या हो गया? क्योंकि खुद जिसने स्टार्ट किया था, the person who started that, he himself is not speaking about that. And people, those who are really like if you are we talk about real nationalism, not about a pseudo nationalism. If you really love your country, right now your country is in a very big trouble. Coronavirus, the winter is coming, and India is going to pass Brazil in few days. We have already crossed 4 million people, So I think Apurva, you stay in Delhi.
I do.
So I think if you are a true Indian, and when your country is in trouble, you have to push some issues into the back burner and see the real issues right in front of. Right now, for me, even my family has gone through so much hell, and I have gone beaten and gone through the suffering. Still, when I come out, I requested, I tried to help, and I want to go to the flood affected area, and I talked about the coronavirus. And if you remember, I have written so many letters from jail, around 6-7 letters, and in each and every letter I have requested to the Prime Minister, to the Chief Minister, that if, and to the public, that I want to help as a Corona warrior.
That's actually my next question on what next. Do you want to be reinstated, and how long do you plan on staying in Rajasthan?
In Rajasthan, maybe another a week, sometime.
Okay, and then you will go back to UP.
Yes, one thing is there. I won't bend.
Okay.
I won't bend, and I won't leave Uttar Pradesh.
Okay.
So many controversies that I am in news channels. I won't take the name, but in this television media, they are saying that Dr. Kafil has joined Congress, Dr. Kafil has scared of UP and ran away. But I'm not leaving UP. So
Okay.
I'm going to request, once I reach Gorakhpur, I'm going to request our Honorable Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath Ji Maharaj that please reinstate me,
Okay.
so that I can work as a Corona warrior. And if they won't reinstate, I would head to the Bihar, Assam, Kerala, and Andhra Pradesh, Karnataka, Paschim Bengal, where the Tufan came, Afan Tufan, and then Mumbai, wherever there natural calamity, and we'll make a. Last time we did 100 camp. This time we'll do multiple camp all over the India and start treating people. Yeah, I'm going to speak the truth, and for the things my country is suffering. And I am not a political person, but as a common Indian citizen, yes, if something comes, I have to speak. The second thing, that I'm not going to join any political party.
Sure.
Yes, in jail, or in some time when I get frustrated, I feel the system is so rotten that you sometimes that you think that you have to get into the system to fix it. So maybe I don't know. Maybe it's after some time, 3 year, 4 year, 2 year down the lane. Maybe I have to compel myself to join the party. And thirdly, that I have not ran away from Uttar Pradesh. I'm going back to UP. And fourth is that whatever help Priyanka ma'am has done to my family, I am indebted to that, and I'm thankful to her, because that help came at the last moment when we needed it.
Okay. Okay. I think that brings us to the end of our interview. Thank you for joining us. And if you like this interview, liked watching it, then do subscribe our YouTube channel and follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook.